We still maintain that small beach town vibe. We still maintain that small beach town vibe. 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 Small beach town vibe.
String of home burglaries in Huntington Beach. Police believe it could be connected to a South American theft ring.
We took the safes with them. We lost about $250,000 in cash and jewelry.
Huntington Beach police say in Huntington Harbor, there have been nearly 30 break-ins since January of last year.
In just our neighborhood, in these 30 burglaries, we know there have been millions of dollars of taken, millions of dollars.
My name is Jody Preston. I'm also here to address the zoning problem. I've lived in the Golden View tract for 40 years. That's where I still am. My neighbors and I have experienced a lot of growth and building in our city, especially recently with the high rises on Beach and Ettinger. The folks on Edwards Hill are not the only ones facing consequences of rezoning. There's a site across from Golden View Elementary that is being converted to a multifamily dwelling. They have no garage, and it's okay. Don't digress. How the heck did that happen? Don't zoning laws mean anything? My neighbors and I bought and moved into a single family housing tract. Buying into the zone can be compared to entering a contract with the city to honor and protect our neighborhood's status of single family housing. One pays more to live in that zone, just like the folks on the Hill paid more to be part of their zone. In both our cases, it seems that our elected officials, who should be serving and protecting the possessions of the citizens who they represent, are ignoring their duty. High density brings a big burden on our roads, parking, and utility resources, not to mention our schools and parks. It reported to the Edwards Hill neighbors that because parking and the development would be limited, so the residents wouldn't have to buy cars or something. That does not happen. I can tell you in my neighborhood, the people who live in the apartment complex on Edwards and Warner come to my neighborhood and park in front of our parks where they haven't been restricted every day. We already have water rationing, and you're going to put in more homes. Where's the additional water going to come from? What about electricity? We have brownouts already. Where will the energy come from? How many more days of restricted use will we face? The school traffic at both Golden West and Mesa View is so bad that it's a miracle that there hasn't been a fatality. Parents park and leave their cars running, so not only pedestrians and the dogs have to breathe the exhaust, but some also block the crossing areas as well, making it very dangerous.
Thank you.
Rezoning is
Thanks,
a betrayal without the consent of the governed. It is betrayal and tyranny.
Good evening, Sitting Council. My name is Eleni Hapsis, and my husband and I moved out here just last year. So when my husband and I first decided to move out to Huntington Beach, I knew it would be a special city. One of the things that I noticed when I came out here was the vanity license plates. Has anyone here noticed the amount of HB license plate that exists in this city? There are so many I stopped counting. They were, I love Huntington Beach, HB Breeze, you name it, it's out there. Never in a city have I ever seen such pride. This city is an American gem. It is the American dream of owning single-family homes where they can raise their children in these beautiful parks and these beautiful beaches, in the beautiful communities and people that I've met while we've been here. It has been an honor to be here, and I'm part of the Edward Hills community. I don't want to see not only the Edward Hills community change, but also all of Huntington Beach. Mr. Posey, you said you couldn't fight Sacramento. Unfortunately, the solution that was not put in place was letting Mr. Michael Gates do his job, letting him loose. Sacramento hates him. Sacramento fears him because he's a pit bull. We may not have been able to do it, but I know he could. I hope you take an opportunity to drive around this city. While looking for our homes, it wasn't just Edwards Hills. It was every community. It didn't matter how small, it didn't matter how big those homes were. It's a gem in the rough. Please keep it that way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you for the time here, Councilmember, Mayor.
Thank you. I'm here to support my neighbors, my friends, my family. I've been a resident of Huntington Beach for 20 years. My wife's been here for 44 years. She won't like me saying that, but and her parents have been here for 83 years. And I'm from the Bay Area in San Jose. My father was in government, and he is very used to these types of discussions with high-density housing. And I can tell you that it is not a good thing for especially our homeowners here in the affected areas. So I strongly oppose the high-density housing. I stand with my neighbors, and I'm just curious. I'm a property owner here 4 times in Huntington Beach. I own 3 rentals in my primary residence. And I'm just wondering, I never got notified. I just found out about this 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, I just found out about this. This is a dereliction of duty. We need to be notified, okay? This is our city, our community. Look at everybody that's here tonight. Right? We're fighters. This is Huntington Beach. This isn't LA, okay? We're fighters, and we're going to fight, and we strongly oppose it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. I'm Casey McKeon, a 3rd-generation Huntington Beach resident and city council candidate. I wanted to inform the public that the latest housing element report and map came out on September 23rd, which can be found on the city's website. This report details the 13,368 high-density units that we are being forced to zone for by an unelected state bureaucracy. For reference, 13,386 units is the equivalent of 47 more high-density Elon buildings located at Beach and Ellis. 47 more. To refresh your memory, we had the opportunity to allow our elected city attorney, Michael Gates, to appeal these high-density mandates because the methodology used to derive these numbers was fraudulent. In fact, in April, the California State Auditor found that these housing mandate numbers were inflated and not supported by evidence. On April 19th of this year, Eric Peterson brought forth an H item to appeal these numbers and was voted down 6-1 by the other council members who decided not to appeal. By not appealing, they weaken our city charter, which protects our local control, and they in turn handed over our local zoning to unelected state agencies. This updated map has identified 428 properties in our great city that will be rezoned for high density. Most of these sites are along Beach Boulevard, Golden West and Garfield, where the Brindle property is located, and most alarming, all up and down Gothard from McFadden to the north and Ellis to the south. How many local businesses will be displaced and shut down when high-density developers come knocking on the landowner's door with bags full of cash because they can build vertically? How will that devastate our small business economy and sales tax revenue? My teammates, Gracie Vandermark, Tony Strickland, and Pat Burns commit that if we are lucky enough to earn your vote and be elected to city council, on day 1, we will unleash Michael Gates to use whatever tools still remain to appeal these fraudulent high-density mandates. Thank you, everyone.
Who's that?
Saint Michael.
Who is it?
Saint Michael.
And what did he do?
He cast Satan out of paradise.
Goodbye.
My name
is Gracie Vandermark, and I will fight to resolve the homeless crisis currently dominating our city.
My name is Casey McKeon. I will fight for our charter to retain local control and stop predatory development.
My name's Tony Strickland. I'll fight Sacramento's overreach and give the power back to the people of Huntington Beach.
My name is Pat Burns. I will fight to support our police and keep Huntington Beach safe for our residents and businesses.
I am a business owner, a former finance and planning commissioner, but most importantly, I am a mother and a grandmother committed to keeping our city safe.
I'm a business owner, former finance commissioner, and third-generation Huntington Beach native committed to protecting the city that I love.
I'm a business owner, finance commissioner, former senator, and assembly member, and I'll hit the ground running for our wonderful city.
I'm a retired police officer and community service commissioner. My life has been committed to service, and I'm willing to fight to protect our quality of life.
I am Gracie Vandermark.
I'm Casey McKeon.
I'm Pat Burns.
I'm Tony Strickland, and we're asking for your vote on November 8th.
Together,
Together,
Together, we will fight to keep Huntington Beach safe
and protect our city.